Welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. I'm Peter Gros, co-host of the original Wild Kingdom with Marlon Perkins and Jim Fowler. In the early days of filming wildlife, as you'll see tonight, researchers had to capture animals in order to observe and learn from them. But that's no longer the case today. Modern technology such as drones and satellite tracking offer new ways to study animals in their natural habitat with less intrusion from human touch. Wild Kingdom set the gold standard for nature programming and introduced generations of young people to the wonders of the natural world. Fortunately, the successful research that began with our original series helped many animals make a comeback from the threat of extinction. And that's good news for the Wild Kingdom. So sit back, relax, and enjoy Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom right here on RFD-TV.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom is presented by Mutual of Omaha, people you can count on.
Welcome to Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom. This is Victoria Falls, one of the most spectacular waterfalls in the world, over which thunders Africa's mighty Zambezi River. From here, the river continues as the common border between the countries of Zambia and Zimbabwe. Further downstream, the Zambezi feeds into Lake Kariba, one of the largest man-made bodies of water in the world. At the lake, a program is presently underway to relocate elephants to new areas. They'll be captured at a point on the lakeshore where they come to drink and bathe. With me on this journey down the Zambezi to the capture area is Wild Kingdom reporter Peter Gros.
Our plan is to float down the Zambezi in 16-foot rubber boats through some of the most challenging whitewater rapids in the world.
The boats are already in the water. Let's get started. The rocks at the base of the falls have been cut into a great gorge by the Zambezi River, resulting in powerful rapids. Our two rubber boats, handled by guides Bob Meyer and Mike Speaks, will take us down the treacherous rapids. Life vests are an absolute necessity. I'll be with Mike's crew in one boat, while Peter rides with Bob. Since we'll be entering some of the most dangerous rapids in the world, our guides have decided that we'll be safer shooting the treacherous whitewater one boat at a time. We'll lead the way, and not until we've run through safely will the second boat enter the rapids. There's the start of the whitewater. Broadside to the current, and Mike's moving us towards some calmer water where we can wait to see how well Peter's boat, poised at the head of the rapids, comes through.
Hang on, here we go. The waters ahead of us are so wild that there's a great danger of capsizing. even though they're hanging on, we've got to get these men back inside the boat before they're dashed against the rocks. For that big rock up ahead. But just barely. Now, Bob maneuvers us through the tail end of the rapids so we can get into calmer water. Once our boat is under control again, we're able to rejoin Jim's boat that's been waiting for us. They've been holding here until they were sure we were safe, and now they're heading for the rendezvous point where a smaller boat is stationed to take us the rest of the way downriver.
After the violent white water we've just come through, it's strange to find tranquil waters in a protected cove like this. But it's a welcome sight, and we're glad to be in a safer area. Now that we're through the worst of the rapids, Peter Gros and I will switch to a single boat with local guides and continue downstream to a point where the river flows into Lake Kariba. From this point on, there are only a few more stretches of rapids to be encountered, and they're relatively mild. With 4 of us paddling, we should have no problem. For Peter and me, that was one of the most exciting whitewater trips we've ever taken, and we were fortunate to be with a couple of very skilled crews. Now we're on our way again, and in a few hours, we'll reach the area where the elephants are being captured for relocation. This is Lake Kariba, formed by the damming of the Zambezi River, which has flooded the woodlands, and many trees still project above the water. Here we get our first view of the elephants of Lake Kariba. These huge animals love the water, not only for drinking, but for cooling off. Since so many of the elephants come here from miles around to enjoy the water, Lake Kariba is an excellent place for capturing them. We'll move in for a little closer look. It's fairly safe to do so, since the elephants can't charge us very well when they're in the water. That one seems to fancy himself a submarine, but he's got a very flexible periscope. Undoubtedly, there'll be plenty of others to see, so we'll move on toward our rendezvous, especially since these elephants are getting a bit annoyed. The lake also provides a source of food here in the shallow shoreline areas where there is an abundance of marsh grasses. Especially extensive are the growths of bulrushes, which the elephants often come here to eat. As we continue down the shoreline, we're encouraged at encountering so many elephants, which raises our hopes for a successful capture effort before long. These would be much too large. Young elephants that have been weaned are the best subjects for relocation. We've finally reached the capture area, and we will come ashore here to begin our participation in the elephant project. The capture team has been successful, with one young elephant already tranquilized and loaded onto the ferry boat. We won't be needing these life vests anymore today, so we'll leave them here with the boat and go get a closer look at the newly captured elephant. The elephant will not be ready for transport until well secured with chains to restrict its movement. The tranquilizer seems to be wearing off, making it difficult for anyone to come ashore. The loading of this elephant for eventual relocation is almost complete, but we've received reports from another capture unit that there's a young elephant at the edge of the water that's separated from the herd. It could be in trouble, so we're going to check it out. Peter and I will be in different boats for this operation. On the way, we'll get some equipment ready that we may have to use to rescue the elephant that's reported to be in trouble. We'll need help, so this team of men will be coming to our aid as soon as it becomes necessary. As we head out in our boats toward the area where the problem has developed, we decide to take a momentary pause to watch how the beautiful fish eagles of Lake Kariba catch their prey. They're very skilled hunters who seldom go hungry. It would be nice to watch them longer, but we've got to move on. We'll head for the opposite shore to rejoin Peter's boat.
We found the young elephant that's in trouble, but Tony Bristow is concerned about the adult elephants on the shore, who have evidently been unsuccessfully trying to help the youngster in the water. Fortunately, they begin to retreat when they see us approaching. That big cow elephant on the shore is the mother of the youngster who's in trouble, and she's urging him to follow her, but he doesn't seem to be able to move. As we consider how to proceed, our presence causes the cow to become nervous, and she begins moving off, much to the dismay of her youngster.
It's obvious that the young elephant is somehow caught. It could be that he has stepped into a snare set for animals that come to the water's edge to drink. He seems to be attached to something below the water. Ben Hoffman feels that the adult elephants on shore might make the rescue hazardous. Yet that youngster must be freed soon, or he could be abandoned by the herd. In order to get close to the young elephant caught in the water, Ben Hoffman prepares to inject the elephant with a tranquilizer. The dosage must be just enough to make the elephant manageable, but not lose consciousness. We'll attach the hypodermic to the end of a stick so the drug can be administered from a safe distance. We'll have to move in quickly because the elephant is in a good position. His calls might make the adults charge. So the sooner we get him injected, the safer we're going to be. There, that ought to do it. Now we'll back off until he settles down. Three to 5 minutes should be enough time for the young elephant to begin feeling the effects of the drug. That will give us time to get the capture ropes ready before the adults decide to charge.
It will be necessary to use 2 ropes to keep the elephant under control between us. So Jim will throw a loop from one side and I'll throw one from the other. We get an unexpected assist from the little elephant himself. First, we're going to try to pull him free, and that's going to require the muscle power of every member of the team. It seems possible to us that if we try pulling the elephant from different directions, we may be able to help the animal pull itself loose. Our concern abruptly increases when the distress calls of the little elephant are answered by the adults. There's no time to waste.
He's moving a little, so pull harder. The adults are getting edgier, but now it's clear that we're really pulling him in closer to shore. Abruptly, he realizes he's no longer stuck, and the young elephant is helping us and himself. He's been caught in a snare, and with roots like that on the log, it's no wonder it got snagged on the bottom. Now the tricky part, before the tranquilizer wears off, is getting in close enough to the elephant to free him from that heavy wire snare that has tightened around his leg. He's free, and now all that remains is to remove the ropes from around his neck so he can rejoin the herd. He's just a little too young for the relocation program, so we're cutting him loose. He quickly realizes he's free of the rope. We've got him going in the right direction, and now the rest is up to him. There's one fine little African elephant the poachers didn't get. He's in good shape. Maybe a year from now, when he's no longer dependent on his mother, he can be relocated to a protected area to safely grow to maturity and perhaps sire many fine offspring of his own. If the safety of young elephants such as this is to be ensured, poaching and the destruction it causes must be stopped. By continued efforts to manage wild herds through research and the use of various capture and relocation techniques, there's hope that the African elephant will always be a giant in the wild kingdom.
Mutual of Omaha, people you can count on, has presented Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
Mutual of Omaha, helping people find Medicare solutions for over 50 years. To learn more about plan options or how to protect your kingdom, contact us today.
Mutual of Omaha, protect your kingdom.